I read a verse in my devotions this morning that reminded me of a 38-year-old memory that I want to share with you this morning in your morning cup of inspiration. Thanks for joining me. Go back 38 years. My wife and I were married, living in the Carolinas outside of Charlotte, and we met together for lunch. Karen was well along with our one and only child. We didn't know what sex it was going to be. We knew the birth could happen, within any time, but it could be a week, could be 2 weeks. And we decided to meet for lunch. And we met at the Peach Stand, which is kind of a produce store / restaurant. And we had a nice lunch, said our goodbyes. She went back home. I went back to the office. Within about 2 hours, I get a phone call from Karen. And she said, "I think it's time. You need to get here right away. We need to get to the hospital." I remember zipping out of my office, getting to the elevator, hitting the button, and waiting for it. It seemed like it took forever to get downstairs. So I get home, get Karen all together. We get off to the hospital. Probably, since she called around 3-ish, maybe we might get there about 4. And by 8 o'clock, Ashley was in our lives. We had our little daughter. But it was so interesting to stop and reflect that when we were having lunch, it seemed like any other day. We did not expect anything like that to happen. We thought it would be another week, maybe another 2 weeks. And within 7 hours, we had a child. Let me tell you the verse that made me think about that. It's in 1 Thessalonians, and it's the 5th chapter, 2nd and 3rd verse. Listen to what it says. "The day of the Lord will come like a thief in the night. While people are saying peace and safety, destruction will come on them suddenly as labor pains of a pregnant woman, and they will not escape." When you think about the Lord coming back, it's like that day. We were having lunch like nothing was going to happen. And so many people are living their lives today as if nothing's going to happen. And it could be that day. It could be the afternoon you get that phone call and say, "You get home right now, we're going to be having a baby." Well, the Spirit may be speaking to you to say, you need to get your act together because I could be coming back to receive my bride today. So think about that. Think where you are spiritually. Think where your life is. Think if you're prepared for him to come back today. It could be an incredible, exciting time, but you need to be ready. So that's my word for you today. Don't take things for granted. Be ready to go. He could come back any day. Hey, God bless. Thanks for joining me for that morning cup of inspiration, and we'll see you next time.